So have you heard the buzz? The talk on the street? Is that Nigeria is quietly gearing up for 6G, a technology that's going to make our current internet speeds feel like old-school dial-up. We're not just talking about an upgrade here. We're talking about a technology that could totally reshape society itself. But is this for real, or is it just a bit of science fiction? All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, that is the million-dollar question, right? You see the headlines, you feel the excitement, but what's actually happening on the ground? So that's what we're going to do here. We are going to cut right through all that noise. We'll take a look at the official plans, the very real challenges, and maybe most importantly, the incredible opportunity this whole thing represents for the future. All right, so first things first, what exactly is 6G? It's so easy to just think, oh, it's just a faster 5G. But that barely even scratches the surface. The ambition here is way, way bigger than just getting your downloads a bit quicker. Okay, here's the wild part. The true revolution with 6G is this idea of seamlessly merging our different realities. I mean, just try to imagine a world where your physical space, all your digital gadgets, and even biological sensors are all talking to each other, interacting in real time. We're talking about creating smart environments where technology isn't just waiting for you to give it a command, it's actually anticipating what you need. Now, take a look at this, because the really interesting part isn't the speed. I mean, yeah, up to 100 times faster is insane, but it's the shift in the core concept. See, 5G is all about connecting everything faster, but 6G? That's about integrating everything with artificial intelligence built right in from the start. We're literally moving from a world of better mobile internet to a world of holographic communication, truly driverless cars, maybe even an internet of senses. The speed is amazing, for sure, but that integration, that's the real game changer. So with that incredible potential in mind, let's pivot from the hype and get back to reality. What is Nigeria's official plan for this next huge leap in technology? Are they actually out there building this thing right now? And when you look at the official timeline, the picture becomes super clear. This is not happening tomorrow. Right now, today, the focus is 100% on getting the 5G rollout done, and that's still in its early stages. The work on 6G is happening, but it's in the background. It's research, it's policy. The real target for actually seeing this thing everywhere is after 2030, which, by the way, lines up with the rest of the world. And you got to understand, this is a very deliberate, very strategic move. Organizations like the Nigerian Communications Commission are making sure they have a seat at the table in global talks and are laying down the policy groundwork now. The whole point is to make sure Nigeria isn't just a customer for the next generation of tech, but a key player and maybe even a leader in Africa's digital future. Okay, but here's the catch, and it is a big one. You can't just build a skyscraper on a shaky foundation, right? Well, in the world of telecom, you absolutely cannot get to 6G without first having a solid, widespread 5G network. And this is where that big ambition meets its first major reality check. You have to realize just getting 5G up and running across a country as huge as Nigeria is a massive, massive job. Right now, it's mostly in the big cities. To expand it, you're talking billions in investment. And because 5G uses these higher frequencies, you need a ton more antennas, way closer together. And that means dealing with a maze of permits and figuring out how to secure thousands of new cell sites. It's a huge logistical puzzle. And look, if the challenges for 5G are like a big hill to climb, then the hurdles for a full-blown 6G network, well, that's a whole mountain range. We have to look past just the cell towers and think about the fundamental systems that have to support it all. And that's the real question, isn't it? Because a hyper-connected, AI-powered society needs a lot more than just good signal. It needs a whole ecosystem to keep it running. This is where the tech dream slams right into reality. A 6G network is going to be incredibly power-hungry, which means you need a rock-solid, reliable national grid. The cost? Absolutely staggering. And then there's the critical question. How do you make sure this amazing tech doesn't just benefit people in the cities, making the digital divide even wider? These are the foundational mountains that have to be climbed first. Now, after laying out that massive list of challenges, you might be thinking this whole thing is just an impossible dream. But this is where the story takes a really fascinating turn. For a developing nation, not having a bunch of old, outdated infrastructure can actually be a hidden superpower. This quote just nails it. Think about it. A lot of developed countries have to build new tech on top of old, clunky, expensive systems they already have. But a country like Nigeria has the chance to build the future from scratch, using the latest, most efficient technology from day one. It's a huge advantage. Remember how mobile money just exploded across Africa? It leapfrogged the whole need for traditional bank branches for millions of people. Well, the same idea applies here. Nigeria could potentially skip entire phases of tech development that other countries went through, and instead build 6G-ready solutions designed specifically to solve local problems in farming, healthcare, or education. It's a chance to innovate, not just copy.
So that's where we are, right at the intersection of this huge ambition and some really formidable challenges. The road to 6G is definitely a long one, and it means solving some pretty fundamental national issues first. But the potential to leapfrog entire stages of development and build a truly modern digital economy, that is very, very real. So it's not really a question of if this tech is coming, but how Nigeria will choose to build its foundation to meet it. What do you think is the most important piece of that puzzle?